Well, it is very easy to deal with your insecurities. All you need to do is first acknowledge you are insecure. If I say, hey, you're insecure, and you're like, what? No, I'm not insecure. I mean, what are you saying? I'm a highly secure person. I'm very happy. So basically, being insecure to secured, we relate with being happy or unhappy. But that's not what insecurity means. Hi guys, I'm Shruti and I help people in their journey of self discovery. So, if you're one of those who's actually working on self discovery, and basically, I tell you what is self discovery. I think sometimes we use words so well that if you're beginning in the stage, you feel disconnected. So, self discovery is nothing but committing to your own growth, committing to your improvement, committing to self love in life. So, if you look at your birth till now, whatever age you are, how much have you really thought of what you need really? Sometimes you feel like everybody's selfish, everybody thinks of what they need. However, कितनी बार हम ये सोचते हैं कि मेरी ज़रूरत, rather, one is your mind, the other is your soul. How much are we, focusing on what my soul needs, or how much are we focusing on what our soul needs? The moment you believe that, you get to know that what's going to be your next step. So if you think you are a soul, your focus shifts from what you need, what you desire, to what all things you need to buy, where is my career going, how much money do I need to earn, to who am I as a being? What do I really want? At first, do I really need something? If yes, what is it? Like everything is sourced. हर कोई चीज़ कहीं ना कहीं से sourced होती है. Like light, electricity. If the main power gets cut, you don't see light in your house. You don't have electricity in your house, and you have to stay in the dark. Similarly, sun, as in part of nature, is source of energy, right? Likewise, this is just an analogy. Like the flame goes up, वैसे ही our soul is part of God. And when it is part of God, of course, the happiness would lie with God. I'm really, really nobody to talk about that. I'm just sharing my life's experience, what I got. So, the moment I realize and acknowledge that I'm a soul and my source is God, my entire outlook of life turned from the race, the greed of getting and doing more, to settling at a stage. I stopped making YouTube videos and a lot of things. I'm like on and off on social media sometimes, and I'll tell you why it happens with me. I'm not out here to achieve something, but sometimes when I have such powerful discoveries and I feel like, hey, you know what, I cannot hide it, and also I cannot keep it to myself. I have to get it out and to the people who are at the same stage as me, and maybe it can benefit them. So that's how my mindset work, and which is why I shifted to a new channel wherein only those people who care to move their life in the direction of self-love, self-discovery, spirituality per se. So we all are taking baby steps towards it. Baby step is only to first acknowledge you are a soul, and who is your supreme? What's your source? Well, coming to the context. So now when we are going to work on these areas, I guess we're gonna come across a lot of things. हम बहुत चीज़ें ऐसे सामने लाएंगे जैसे greed, anger, insecurity, jealousy, and a lot of other factors that come across in our daily life, and we keep dealing with that. Now here are 5 ways how you can stop, well, I won't say stop, but how you can begin to let go of these emotions and these toxic mindset, and walk powerfully towards your path. So are you ready for that? Well, if you are, then bring your notepad and pen. I'm going to share some of the secret tips that I use to deal with insecurities. First one, acknowledge what you are good at. Acknowledge what you already know, and acknowledge who you are by mentioning and saying and believing that whatever you are, whatever stage you are in, you are good enough. So, to elaborate more on this, sometimes the insecurities lies if you're not sure who we are. What happens is we feel like we're entitled to everything that's around. For instance, you are at work in your office, and you are just completing an event, and the credits being given to people who work. And meanwhile, you realize that one thing that was shared or acknowledged for somebody else was actually in fact done by you. So when that feeling comes up, that is where you feel like, hey, you know what, I'm not going to share anything with the other person because the credit is never given to me and it is always somebody else. Well, there you have to stop. Question yourself, was that really an original idea, or was it really you only who worked on that? We are never doing anything alone. If you come up with any idea, trust me, it's not your full credit because you have got influenced by somebody else. For instance, I am fan of few people and really acknowledge how they work, what do they do. So I have this experience, and actually it's in my routine that I do tell people and appreciate and write to them what thing that I learned from them, or maybe how much influence they hold in my life, and I thank them for teaching me that. What happens is I then let go of the fact, and I am not into that illusion of having entitlement with everything that's around me. So that's bad. So firstly, you have to write down who you are, what you're good at, and acknowledge that whatever you know so far is good enough. Okay, let's move to the second one. Second strategy, focus on who matters to you and what matters to you, right? If you are taking all the opinions and all the things that are said by people personally, meaning that everyone says anything and you're impacted, if that is so, which means you're not clear in life, who do you really look up to and what are the things matter to you? Everyone has their own experiences in life, and not necessarily we can be everywhere. Like, we're not omnipotent. I think we're not God. We are at a place one time at the moment. So acknowledge that, hey, you know what, this is what matters to me. So it could be the values, your principles, things you like, and who matters to you. So who would say something that will mean to you, which means if somebody you look up to will say anything, you'll take it as a feedback and you'll really work on towards improving it. However, somebody else says it, and if that impacts you negatively, you're going to make yourself rebel doing the same thing. So you have to kind of figure out where is your focus and where does it lie. So that's the second strategy. The third strategy of how to deal with insecurities would be set your priorities. I mean, of course, like, we evolve every year, I would say every day. So today's experience will teach me something and I'll go. So you have to kind of really be focused on, what are my priorities today? So wake up in the morning, list down the task you're supposed to do or you plan to do, and prioritize it to do it as you design and schedule it. If there is something else that comes into place, don't give away whatever you plan. Respect that. The moment you prioritize your life, the moment you prioritize what you're supposed to do, that will give you furthermore clarity of what matters to you. So when you have that priority list with you, anything that comes around it and you experiencing FOMO, like fear of missing out, or am I missing out something, or will I lose something out if I'm not talking or responding to it, these fear will go away because your focus is again on things that you prioritize. I think that's what you need to do. Thirdly, fourth strategy is to write down or say it aloud however you want, or share with somebody what you have done, what new thing you learned, what new skill you learned. So acknowledging what you know, what you're aware of, writing down what you've done, how much you've grown, being present to these things will make you pretty more closer to yourself, because all the four strategies so far focuses more on you. So the moment your focus shifts from others to yourself, it's going to be helpful for you to kind of take a first step towards letting go of one of the toxic mindset, or one of the feeling which is toxic, that's insecure. And lastly, the fifth strategy, which I personally do it regularly, consistently past 1 year, is to write down things I'm grateful for. I write every day. I think it's almost almost kind of full. This diary I used to write down every small things which go unacknowledged. For instance, if I'm sitting on the table and I was thirsty and coincidentally my husband comes and offers me water, we don't really mean that. I mean, feel like okay, it's just a coincidence. However, feeling grateful for the fact that when you needed it you got water is something which is a highest form of being, and your gratitude that you share is going to touch your vibe, and your vibrational frequency is going to be high. So the more you attract, like I said in the previous video, how universe works is the more you focus on something, the more you get that. So if you focus more on gratitude, you'll receive gratitude priority. So you should have a diary wherein you begin writing what you're grateful for, and that surely is going to help you. So I'm running through the 5 strategies I've just shared to begin to let go of insecurity and work and deal with insecurities like that. Firstly, it is acknowledge what you are good at, and know that you are good enough. Believe, rather, not know, believe you're good enough. Second one would be focus on what matters to you, who matters to you. The third one is to prioritize your day, prioritize in life, like what is important to you, family, work, however you want to go about it. Set your priorities right. Again, in nutshell, write down what you did and what you accomplished today, and what is something that you learned new, whatever. Just keep writing, just keep sharing it out. If you don't feel comfortable writing, pick up a phone and talk to your closest friend, or best would be to reach out to me, DM me, comment on this, and share this video with people by sharing how these conversations help you in your life. And the 5th one is writing 5 things that you're grateful for every day. If you do that for 21 days, you are going to meet somebody new the 22nd day. So trust me, this worked for me and it's working for me. So just try these out. And before I end this video, I want to share how I manage insecurities. Okay, now this is a serious conversation, so I have to sit and lower my energy down to share this conversation. Okay, so I have been an insecure person for quite long. Actually, I did not realize I was insecure. I always thought that maybe it is one sort of feeling. I'm not happy. I used to always categorize between being happy and not happy. Of course, this is before I entered into spiritual space and got committed to live my life this way. It's before that. So eventually I realized that I had to let go of a lot of things that are coming on my way in growing as a human being, or in developing and evolving as a person. So the one thing I found was that because I haven't had a very straight path, like people go to school, they graduate, they do masters and they do stuff and then stuff. I've always been a person who was rebellious in school, because I hated the idea of ranking system in school, and which is why I'm coming up with my second book to help people let go of those toxic or education mindset. Basically, it has nothing to do with the system, but it's how we think, because we want to match up with society's expectation, and that is damaging the children. So now that I'm confident that it's been 30 years of my life, and I know that I have lived with full exploration, freedom and creativity, and I can assure you I'm doing well. I'm doing well in terms of life. I'm happy each day waking up. I wake up with a lot of energy and strength, and sleep with satisfaction. So if that is something that I've achieved, I really know that it has nothing to do with the rank or the scores I got. Everyone has their own path, everyone has their own choices that they make, and we must respect that, because it is not necessary that only people who are living a life which is busy and official and sort of doing something, you have to do something. No, you can just sit at home, relax. But one thing that you surely need to do is work on yourself as a person. If you are around people, are the other people getting the vibe of joy, abundance, love? If so, you're doing good, guys. But if you're around and the environment that is getting even more toxier, like gossips and judging people and commenting and sulking and self-pity, that's a chance, still an opportunity to work That's a choice basically, and you have to, that's a choice, and you need to really see whether or not you want to choose to live this way. So that's something that I wanted to share, and I've come over that. And the moment I let go of the insecurity from my life, be it at work, when I was at work I was insecure, maybe I won't get credit of what I do, or I've done so much, why am I not getting the same response? I appreciate and compliment so many people, but I don't get the same reciprocation. So those are the areas where I used to kind of waste my energy into, and I felt like, that's not right. No sooner that I got an enlightened and awakened thought, or I would say a shake up, when I realized that nothing of that mattered, nothing of that is important to me. For me, my family is important, and moreover, the grace that God and my gurus given as an opportunity, by making me alive, by gifting me breath each day to breathe life, and find out the purpose in life. I think that's the grace I want to embrace. And I think if I compare that, I was really small, that I wasted so many years in just focusing on other people. However, the idea was all here. This is the periphery you need to be around, and serve your God and Hari Guru. Like your God, your the source, the universe is ultimately the one who is taking care of you, and we never focus on that. So if God doesn't complain of gracing you with a lot of things in life, I think we shouldn't complain too. We have to grow here as in the service of God basically. Well, that's your choice how you want to live your life, but this is what I wanted to share about from my life, a piece, very personal piece, so that it gives you an idea of you still can do what you want to do in either of the paths. So thank you so much for listening out to me. To try these 5 strategies in your life and see if you're able to work on insecurities. And if you do, please comment on this channel, because I really want to know you. Whoever is watching this video, I am interested to know how you work with your life, and how are you growing and evolving as a person. So see you guys in the next video. Until then, I wish you all the best, because it's gonna be a little confronting. Do not give up or get scared. Face it, guys. I'm sending a lot of joy, success, and prosperity your way. Thank you so much.